welcome to Coastal Living Down Under Australia. I'm just doing a new technique that I'm trying out where I'm going to make a candle from blocks of leftover wax, which is what I've got here. Now what I'm doing is I'm decorating the molds with gold leaf so that give that a little bit of contrast, and we're going to stack the blocks up on top of each other but at different angles so that you can see different colors coming through. So this is the first step of getting your molds prepared, is getting the gold leaf attached in the pattern that you would like it. Now what you have to consider is that some of the edging will also be shown. Okay, so you need to make sure you've got a bit of the gold, depending on which way you're going to put them on. You want a little bit of the gold showing through. So this is what we're going to do here, is I'm just putting them on each side as well as a bit on the bottom, and the way I'll be displaying them will be this side will be down so you won't see it. Alright, so we're just going to do a few of these. I've already done the blue ones, as you can see here, so I can show you, and when it was setting all I did was put the wick through the middle right the way through to the bottom. Okay, and then what we will do is we'll pull that out like this, and then when we stack them they'll all stack on top of this. Okay, and then the wick will be put through the whole stack of them. So that's how we're going to do it. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. I hope it's going to turn out really beautiful, but we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, so thanks for watching here. We'll move on to the next step now. And just make sure that you can see what I've done here. I'm going to go on to do the rest of them, but I just want you to see what I've done there. So now we're going to pour in our white soy wax on top of the gold leaf. Now what I'm doing is I'm doing different depths just to give it a little bit more contrast. So we're going to have white ones, and then I'm going to top up on top of this blue one and make some white, and the same goes for this one here. Alright, and then you just go and fill. So if you want one thin white, one thick white, you just go and fill them up accordingly. Alright, now if you were going to use the top side of these, then you would, as they're starting to set, then you could sprinkle the gold leaf onto the top if you were going to use that side, but I'm going to use the bottom side. If you want to hedge your bets, then you could use both, and then that way you can choose which side is the best looking one. Alright, so it's entirely up to you. So we're going to do a different colour next on top of these white ones, but I need to wait for them to set, and they need to set for a good time so that when I put the other colour in they don't blend. So these are starting to set now, and I'm just going to show you what I do once it gets to this stage, not this stage. Obviously these are still too much liquid, but this is starting to set, so this is the perfect time to just pierce through and put a hole in, and I just twist it around gently, and then I leave the wick in there like that. I'll try and get it so it's sitting upright. I've done the same for these. These were already in there, but I'm just twisting them around, and it can be a little more difficult because these are a little shorter, and I'm just twisting them around in the hole just to make the hole big enough like that, so that when we do go to stack them on the proper wick, there'll be a hole there for it. So I have some of these wicks that I've chopped off some of the candles that I've done here, so they're off the top, and I'm just using those because this is the width of the wick that I will be using when we make this candle. So never throw anything away. You can always reuse it, or there's always another purpose for it. So this is the perfect setting for when you want to put the wicks in. So you can see here, you'll get a little bit of the wax on it, but it'll be really easy to push through. So I'm just going to leave that one in there because another colour is going to go on that. So we just insert it to where you think the middle will be. It doesn't matter if it's slightly off center because that's going to be the whole effect. All right, just wind it around a little bit to make sure that there's enough room to get the wick through later on. We'll just give these another wind around, and that one. Now this one, I'm just going to pull that one out because it's getting stuck, and we're going to stick this one back in and wind it around like that. We'll do the same for this one. This is a little bit narrower, so we'll just use a thicker one, stick it down right down to the bottom, give it a good push down, and then spin. Okay, do the same for this one here, and then they'll all be on the same width of wick. Right, put it down and give it a good spin. All right, and then we'll move on to another color for these other ones that aren't quite full. Got some yellow colored wax here as well, so we're just going to top up these ones here. Oh, look at that color, that looks fantastic. Now you can use obviously whichever colors you'd like, and in the break I was whipping some wax, and so as you can see here I've done some little flowers with the whipping wax. All right, and we'll just pour the rest into this one. Okay, and then I think I'm going to do some pink ones as well just to top it off, but we'll have to wait for these to set overnight before I can do the pink ones. And then we're going to show you how to stack them. Now I will say we've got our memberships that are being launched, so you can sign up and join as a member. We've got some great perks for both creators and also for fans, so please check those perks out. And if you're in the top tier, you'll get a candle sent out to you at month 1 and month 6, and that'll be at no cost to you. All right, so check out those memberships. It's really exciting. We're extremely excited about them, just like we are about this cool new design. So yes, check out the memberships, and I hope to see you join up as part of our YouTube family. We're up to the stacking stage now because we've done the pink and the white, which is our last tier. So I'm just going to pop these out just to show you. So we've got different thicknesses for the pink and the white, just to add a bit of contrast, and we've still got the gold leaf coming through, as you can see, and also coming through on the base. So basically you can decide which way you have them up, have a look at which is the best side for the project that you're working on, and then go from there. So this is one of the others. So you're not getting a lot of gold leaf through this one, but there's a lot on the top, so I would use this one as the top and that as the bottom. Okay, so we'll pop all these out and see what we're working with. So for instance, this one here has a bit more gold leaf, which is showing through. So you could use either side here, and there's a lot on the sides, which is where I put most of the gold leaf because that's where you will see it the most. Okay, and our last one here, this one also has a lot of gold leaf on the white, and it also has it on the pink. So again, you could choose whichever one you like on that. Okay, so it's time to stack now. So you can choose however you'd like to. So for instance, this one doesn't have a lot of gold leaf, so I would always put that one on the downside. And you're basically just putting the wicks through the already existing hole, and you're just stacking them off center like that. All right, so we're just going to pick the pink one. So for this one, the pink, this will be the top layer. And I think what we might do for this one, I guess it's just trial and error, is see which one looks better. But I think we're going to do that. Now what I would probably do with this one is I would swap and have maybe put the blue one as the middle base, or you could actually have the blue as the top. Okay, and it's just a matter of getting the stacking and the appearance the way you want it to. It's quite easy just to change it around like we're doing now. Okay, so we'll put that one there. Put the pink one, we might try the pink one up here just to give it a bit more colour, like that, and the blue one on top. Give them a good push down so you've got enough wick to start, and that's all the wick you need. Okay, we don't like to have our wicks long, and just press it down, and then you could just tidy up the bits that have crumbled off from pushing it down. Now the reason we've got a little bit of crumble is because this one, when you're using this top side, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little lip at the side from where the wax sticks up on the edges. So when you push down on that, those bits will come away as little bits of shaving. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is this one. So we might do this one a little differently. Put the blue on the bottom. Okay, and our white on top. Now, the yellow is not really the right, it doesn't have a lot of the gold leaf, so you can't use that side on the way up. All right, and push that down. So we've got that one stacked. Now this one's a little bit different because we did a little decoration on the top when I was whipping wax. So this one's going to have a little bit different again. Okay, and I think what we'll do with this one, let's see, I think what we might do is have the white up. All right, so we're just going to put this top one on. And as I said, just play around with which one looks better. Do them some differently, some the same. And we're just going to feed that through the hole and make it off center. Okay, and there you have your stackable candle. This one has a little bit of extra detail. Okay, and that one, they almost look like cakes of soap. And you could do some whipping on each one if you wanted to, do some flowers off to the side, make them a little bit different. But I can guarantee you, this candle, you won't see these everywhere. And they just look amazing when they're sitting out on your table. You will need to, when you burn them, put something underneath like tin. And we've got one of these left over for a different project, so I'll save that one for another day. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget, we've got our memberships which are live now. So if you are able to, I would join. You'll get access to great perks if you're a fan. You'll get great perks if you're a creator. I've tried to work things in for everybody, so everybody's getting something worthwhile. So feel free to have a look at the join button and sign up for one of our memberships so that we can continue making these wonderful videos for you. Obviously, the money that goes towards this goes straight back into my candle supplies and all the other videos, the lifestyle videos and things like that we use. So bear that in mind when you're signing up. That's what you're getting. You're enabling me to make these wonderful candle videos and share with you the Australian lifestyle that we're living. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you can try these out at home soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.